Hey guys, so I thought I would tell you guys another one of my original scary stories that happened to moi. And yeah, this one's gonna be short and sweet and to the point. So I want to say I was about maybe three, 3.5, something like that. So I was kind of scared of the dark, scared of this, like, it's like an apartment, kind of, because it was a huge house, but there was, you know, like, almost like a complex, so somebody lived under us, and then we lived above them. It was a big house. So anyways, so at the time, I don't think anybody lived there yet. So anyways, so it was the middle of the night. It was like probably 10 at night or something, super dark. Couldn't see anything. Didn't really have a night light back then. This was probably like, I want to say late 90s, okay? So, anyways, my mom worked really long hours, and I usually went to the daycare like early in the morning, like probably 4:30 in the morning, 5. She would get me up, and I would go with her. So, anyway, she had to get up for work the next morning, and I couldn't sleep. I was really having, I think, like a bad nightmare, a bad night. I don't know, but something told me to go to my mom's room and wake her up and go to sleep with her. So I tiptoe, I opened my mom's door, and my room was connected to the off from the kitchen. So I had to go from my room to her kitchen to the like dining room, and then the living room was like in front of the dining room. So I went in the dining room, and then I go into her bedroom, and I open the door. I'm like, Mom, I'm scared, I can't sleep, something like that. I don't know, I was so tiny and little, I can't really remember. But I go in there, I pull on her arm, and I wake her up. She's like, what do you want? I'm trying to sleep. It's so late at night. Why are you awake? And I'm like, I can't sleep. Can I sleep in your bed tonight? She's like, I guess. And so I climb up there. I have my blankie, and I start to, close my eyes. I'm laying next to her, calm. She's already asleep. I'm not, but I have my eyes closed. So I have my eyes closed. I'm pretending to sleep, just trying to get there to sleep. Whatever. So out of nowhere, it's like, you hear noises outside, right? Dogs barking. We lived in like this town, okay? Not a city, but a town. It was pretty big. So you hear all those noises, you hear cars going by, you hear dogs barking, you hear just birds chirping. Crickets, right? And then all of a sudden, the noise goes from super overwhelming to silence. It's quiet. Not even a breeze is blowing in the wind. And I have my eyes closed. I'm relaxed. And all of a sudden, I feel someone has my ankle, right? I don't feel a hand. I just feel this pulling sensation. All of a sudden, I am being pulled from the top of the bed, slowly being dragged down the bed in the blanket, luckily, right? I grab the blanket because I'm feeling it, and I'm trying to pull myself back, to the top of the bed, but it was so slow, it just felt like it was going on forever. And as I'm being pulled off the bed with the blanket, I was pulled almost to the end of the bed by something, and I start screaming for my mom. Mom, help me, I'm being pulled off the bed, help. And like, I fucking kid you not, I'm sorry to cuss, excuse my French, but I kid you not, I was pulled off the foot of the bed right at the end, the splittest second, okay, that I'm screaming, Mom, help, crying. This thing had me by the ankle and it stopped at the end when I was about to go. Half of my body was being pulled under the bed, and I'm gripping the part of the bed with my claws, and I grab my mom's leg, and I pinch her, and I'm scratching her, and I'm like, wake up, Mom, wake up, and she does, and thank God she grabbed me by my arm that I had her leg on, and she pulls me up. She's like, what the hell's going on? And she turns the light on. And she grabs the blanket and me and pulls me up all the way on the bed. She turns the light on. She looks under the bed, and there's nothing, no one there. And we didn't even have pets at the time, right? There was no dog, no cat, no human, no nothing. And I'm telling you, that first building we lived in, this like apartment house building complex, it was haunted, without a doubt. And that was one of the things that happened to me as a kid, and I'll never forget it. Even when I was that young, I was traumatized. Now, okay, as an adult, I still think about it. Like, what pulled me off the bed? What would have happened if I went under the bed with whatever it was that had me by the leg? Like, what would it have done to me? Where would I have actually gone? Would I have been in this realm? This universe? Would I be somewhere else? Would it pull me into some hell? I don't know. But it freaks me out every time I think about it. So, what do you guys think? Because I'm telling you, it was scary. So, what do you guys think of the story? Let me know in the comments down below, and please send me your scary stories. I would love to read them in my videos. You can leave me a DM and tell me your scary stories, and I'll read them in my next videos. And if you want to stay anonymous, totally fine. But if you want your name, I will tell in the video your name, your story. So let me know. Also, check out my YT, I just call it YT, but we all know, YouTube channel. And my name is ScaredyKatbeyond Paranormal on there. Capital S for Scaredy, capital K for cat, capital B for beyond, and then capital P for paranormal. So go follow me on there for longer stories, longer videos. Okay? Alright. Stay spooky, my spooky darlings.